I met a gypsy.
I've gone through like not terrible financial things, but like I've never really had money. Even like when I rode for Mitch before, like it was just like we're spending it here and there, and like I wanted to blame my parents for being like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like, you're 17, you have no control of it. But like as I got older, I was like, it's my fault in a sense. Like I maybe should have learned to be better with it or done it this way. And the one person that really helped me out with it was actually Phil Nicoletti. Like he was like, "Where's your money?" I'm like, "I don't have any." He's like, "What the hell you mean you don't have any?" I'm like, "It's gone." And it was just like, "Dude, you gotta learn to be better with it." And you're like, "Dude, I'm 18, 19. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just trying to race and do good." And like that was kind of he just kind of was like, you need to break it down. Try not to do this, do that, pay your taxes. And I had a whole issue with that in 22, like figuring stuff out from 19. And I'm just like, dude, this sucks, like paying so much money and that. And, but like once I got everything fixed and figured out, like I was living paycheck to paycheck. Like I mean, I was so broke in a sense. Like I tell people, like in 2022, I was at Southwick and had a terrible day. Yard sold myself, got a concussion, had the frame mark on my head, like, and I had me, my girlfriend, and filmer at the time. I was trying to do that man-child YouTube
Yeah,
stuff.
that's right.
And I was trying to do that whole deal, and I was just like, didn't have like money coming to me at the time, and I was just like, dude, what am I doing? Like, I didn't get paid good enough for the race because I DNF'd, and we're at dinner, and I'm like paying for 3 people, and I'm like, my vlogger was like, "Yo, don't forget you got to pay me." And I'm like, I don't have the money right now. Like, you got to wait next week when I get paid. And he's like, "What do you mean you don't have the money?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't have the money." And I'm like, "I will pay you though when I get paid." It was like and when people say they don't have the money, like a lot of times they're just being cheap. Like,
yeah, they got the money, but they want to
yeah,
wait till they get a bit
yeah.
more and pay. Yeah,
And I was like, I pulled my bank statement up and gave it to him, and I was like, "You want to see? Look at it." There was $250 in there, and he's like, "That's all you have to pay for our hotel and flight home?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm paying for dinner." And I'm like, "Don't, no, you're fine." He's like, "Dude, no, I didn't know you were that broke." And I'm like, "Yeah," and I paid him. Like we're still good friends. Like and that's when he was like, when people are like, "Oh, you have money," he's like, "No, when G says he's broke, he broke, man." Like, and that 23 season, I qualified for SMX on the 450 and crushed it. I got 7th, made 120,000, and I was just like, I remember like the lights because I raced the first 2 rounds of outdoors on the lights bike, and it was just not working out. Like we were struggling, the team was, I was, and I was like, dude, like I'm not gonna sit here and give it all I got for 15th. I'm like, this is stupid. And they're like, "No, we agree. You're a better 450 guy. We'll just try it at Denver." I was like, "All right, cool." Got a top 7. And I was like, "Sick. We're sticking with this." Made it in the SMX. I was like, "All right, cool." Like, and I started looking at the pay, and I'm all like, "Holy crap!" I'm like, "This is good money." I'm like, and I was projected like 9th, so it was like 90K, and I was like, "Dude, like this is gonna be so cool." And then some guys crashed out, and I got 7th. And I remember I came back to the trailer. They're like, "Dude, you got 7th. You got 7th place." And I remember like I about broke down crying. I was like, "Holy crap!" I'm like, finally. Like I just got myself from like a couple $100 a month at the end of the month after I pay for everything in my account to 120,000. Obviously after taxes and everything, but I was like, dude, I'm finally out of the hole. Like this is so cool. And then like last year did good with some podiums, and Phil was like, "How much you got saved up?" And I told him, and he was like, "All right, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to my guy, investment guy. You're gonna put this X amount away." And I was like, "You could do that?" He's like, "Yeah, you never heard." I was like, "Well, I know what crypto is." I was like, "I put a couple $100 in that, hoping to have Shiba hit big so I could be a millionaire." He's like, "You're an idiot."
He's like, "That ain't it, bro."
Yeah, he's just like, "You're an idiot, dude." I was like, "We'll see." And no, I went in there and got it all set up, put some away this year, and I was just like, man, this like I'm so thankful for Phil. Like,
Yeah, that's a
like
solid dude right there to do that
I've
for you.
known him since I was 12, so it's like he's always picked on me and was a jerk, but like I love
Out
him.
of love.
Like, oh yeah, like even at club, like there was times we would get into it like hardcore, but I think he knew and I knew like we'd both throw down, but like we cared for each other. Like I don't think we'd ever get to a point where we disliked each other, but
Yeah.
like he just wanted to see the best, and he knew like he didn't want me waiting any longer to where like I'm 28 and I'm like, yeah, I've got a couple hundred, but you know, just enough for a house and there's nothing being invested.
Yeah.
That's kind of because that's what happened to him. He like figured it out when he was like 26, 7, he said. And he's
Yeah.
like, if I could get it set when you're 23, he's like, by the time you're in your 40s, you're good.
Yeah, you
like,
got $1 million.
yeah, and he's like, you could then do other things. And I was like, oh man, that sounds cool. Like, let's do that. And I started learning about it and got it set up, and I'm super pumped for that. Like, that was he didn't have to do that. Like, he could have told me, like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
whatever,
honestly a
figure it
very
out.
solid
But,
thing to do.
yeah, so I was very thankful for that and to be able to do that. And yeah, no, that was cool. So now it's like every podium, everyone's like, oh, dude, you got to like go here and there. I'm like, nope, putting that in there, like putting that in there. And I'm just like me, like I love seeing numbers. So it's like, I'm like, I want to see as big of a number as I can when I retire. So then like I could have my house paid off, and like I have 67 acres back home in Utah.
Oh, sick.
Like that's what I want to build a house on in the next year or two, like build a nice barnuminium and
Yeah.
like call that home. So
Yeah.
like I want to be able to have that and have kids and stuff and like be retired and be pumped about it and go on the lake and
Yeah.
do fishing.
Hunting and fishing.
Yeah, that's all I want to do.
Grow
So.
a big ass beard.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I could do that now if I wanted. It's bad, but yeah.
That's awesome, dude. That's so cool to hear that he did that. It's crazy that you were that fucking broke for that long. I mean, I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's just like, I don't think anyone really, like, obviously people do, but I think sometimes it's just like, moto is so unpredictable with bills. And like, I had surgery after surgery. And
Oh,
it was just
true.
like, I was just draining my account on like payments on hospital bills. And I'm just like, dude, this is stupid. And then like, I'm going to be paying hospital bills till I die. And yeah, it's just a pain. And like, you know, something on your tire breaks on your truck. And like I had tires blow out. So I had to pay for tires. Those are $2,000. And you're like, oh, there goes a quarter of my pay. And then you're like, you have something else go out, or you need to buy this for training, and you're just like, well, there goes my paycheck this month. And like, you could save $10,000 one month, the next month you're spending 15, 20. You're just like, what the hell am I doing? So I always feel like moto, it's super unpredictable.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.